First game, first day, obviously, I'll give you all coaches speak right now. Obviously, we're turning a team over to new leadership. Uh, we feel confident in them, but it takes time, so we got a lot to get better at after the first day. A lot of things that we saw that we liked, a lot of things we have to get better at. Very athletic. Speed, I think, is not going to be a factor this year. Ball movement's not going to be a factor. Good overall size, and it's fun. And I hope our people understand we have a bunch of guys that are going to come out here and put their heart out for Marshall and give them their very best. And they're well worth coming to watch play. They're fun to be around. And I expect a good season, and it'll probably grow, start one place and grow to a really good season by the end of the year. And we hope a great season by tournament time. We'll see.
You talked about the leadership change, and with as much turnover as you had, there's still some guys coming back. Talk about what you like about that group, that's back in the building.
Oh, we got a lot of good guys coming back, and there were a lot of times they played without our ones that left and did well last year, and they've all grown. So, we got Cam coming back who keeps the floor spread. He's a leader. He understands big moments. He's willing to play through a big moment. Jacob Connors put on 20 pounds. 4 inches height, jumping, 4 inches more vertical, shooting the ball well. How we play our three guards with the transfer, we got a portal guy from Kevon from Maryland Eastern Shores, a lefty who averaged 13 in 20 minutes, so he can put them up. He shot 40-some% his junior year, I think, or his sophomore year, and then about 33 last year, but can be streaky hot from three and gets them up quick. Nate Martin, who transferred in, is, we saw enough of him last year. He averaged 9 points and 9 rebounds in 20 minutes. So we think we can be a double-double guy for us most every game. Obina has, really blossomed offensively. He's shooting much better, and I put that with my fingers crossed because you never know till you get in the game. But in practices and then just shooting drills, shooting the ball much better everywhere, putting it on the floor better and finishing better. So his offensive game has come around a lot. Wyatt Fricks, who had, I think, 17 points or something like that in one half against Miami, is a capable player, shooting the ball extremely well, putting the ball on the ground better than I've ever seen him do, making better decisions, not that 2-foot dunk from the foul line that he got hurt on. So he's kind of settled down, and I think you're going to see a lot of good things from him. Gorn's lost 20 pounds, a lot quicker, playing, still 7 foot, Still 7 foot, got that little jump hook, can contribute. 2 freshmen, let's see, freshman-wise, we got Nutter, who, big surprise, tough kid, shoots the ball a lot better than we thought. Just say, I talked to I know he's Division II coach, but he's a heck of a coach. He's been coach of the year Division II for a while. I said we got a steal that he plays a lot of Division I teams, and Nutter's better than the guards that they have. So he's done a nice job. Little Pruitt kid is athletic and shoot. Boy, you're asking me 16 players. I can't get through my 3 boys right and get all their names right. Who am I missing, Cam?
Pete.
Who?
Pete, Cam Crawford.
Let's get. Let me make sure I do. Cam Crawford, 6'5". He's long. He shoots. Athletic. Can do a lot of things. I think you'll be going to be surprised how big we're going to be on the floor, how athletic they are. The ball's going to move, and we got some people who put shots down. Now it looks rough. We get out there and you pressing the defense to push up hard and try to overplay as hard as they can play. And, your offense is not quite ready, so you play too fast. So we got a lot of work to do. If I said we look good now, we probably not going to be very good. But we do some good things that got to get better, and they will as we go through. Anybody else I'll leave off? I know Pete. We got some new guys. Pete,
Kyle, Chase.
Kyle is fast, shoots the ball well. Chase is another one. We're putting him at the center position, and long, athletic, quick. He'll out quick every center I think will play. He's got a good chance of helping us a lot this year. So, we got a lot of good things. I've named more people than I normally name in a year. So we're pretty deep, and I look forward to coaching them basically because they're good guys. And the atmosphere at Marshall's good. Great football game that people were cheering, and there was a lot of energy. You go to the soccer match, there's people cheering, a lot of energy. I've missed that. I'm glad it's back, and congratulations to those two teams. And women's volleyball beat ODU. So a lot of energy on this campus, and thanks to athletic leadership and the president and all their staffs and people who work for them. Too numerous to name since I can't name all my players, so I won't even try that one.
You gonna find it challenging with all those players you named to kind of make sure everybody gets enough playing time, get the right rotation? Is there gonna be a fight for who gets a start?
Well, I hope there is, but I hope they understand their teammates too. You can talk about all that, and everybody that's not part of it. I like teams that there's a separation between who be on the floor and who isn't. And if they're all should be on the floor, then probably you got a little problem because you're probably not all of them good enough. So I'm hoping that we find 8 to 10 that distinguish themselves of, okay, we belong on the floor. It should be a lot of good competition to that. But the good thing about and I've experienced coaching, when you choose parents and we pick parents and we pick young men, when you choose the good ones, and we do most of the time, I make a mistake every now and then, but for most part, when you have that, you have great competition without losing the camaraderie of the team. They all back each other and support each other. So I think we're going to see that in this crowd. Right now, the camaraderie and the tightness, you thought with losing the leadership we lost that it'd go away. It hasn't really. To be honest with you, I think this one is going to even tighten up more than it was last year. So I think before the year's over with, you're going to see a team that plays well together.
Coach, a lot of times, there's so much talk about off-season for football programs, but it's every program. Talk about your all's off-season with the weights and all the training that goes on to get these guys bigger, stronger, and faster.
Well, Evan is our weight coach, and he spends a lot of time with them, does a great job. If you want to be educated on weights, all you got to do is talk to him and wait an hour. He's going to tell you everything he knows. So a lot of times I'm getting a lesson while I'm asking him, how's it going? So I'll watch myself a little bit, but he's really good. He's energetic, and he's worked with these kids. They've gotten stronger. One thing I think has changed since definitely since I played, but even recently in the last 9 years I've been here, this is my 10th, first day of practice isn't the same. You've been with these guys. We've been together. They're probably going to God when we're going to play somebody else already, and we're at first day of practice. So it's a year-round thing, and it takes a special athlete today because they're dedicated. They're a lot more dedicated. We free played a lot. We go pick up, let's go Charleston play, or we'll go to Cincinnati and play. And we did it on our own. But these guys are in coached weightlifting. They're in coached drills all year. So it's a lot different now than it used to be. And that's why they're a lot better than we were. So all these guys, kid Cam, I'd eat him up, but he'd eat me up. So, but I still can coach better than him. That's all I tell him. So And he'll see, look, he's doubting that already. But he's a good one because he knows basketball. It's easy to talk to him.
How excited are they for Thursday night? Because that's something I haven't seen anywhere in college basketball, playing outside on a city street.
Yeah,
It
you
seemed to be such a great kickoff for the fans as well.
yeah, Christian Spears came up with that. That worked out really well. I told him to serve food this time, so they're going to serve food too. So I didn't tell him. I asked him. I said, "Do you think we ought to serve food?" And he said, "Yeah, that'd be a good idea." So they're going to serve food. Now I've got to call in to upstairs, make sure it doesn't rain. He hadn't called me back. If he does, I will make sure it doesn't rain on Thursday. But hopefully we'll be able to pull it off on Thursday. But it's a fun event, and kids, young men and young women loved it. So it's a good thing to do to jump season off. And you know what, the Myrtle Beach, boy, I tell you what, the Huntington people responded. They came out, they enjoyed the evening, and it's good for the young kids that come out and get autographs and hang around our kids. Our kids, our young men are good with young kids, and they spend time with them, and they're good with them. If I had a young kid, like I did when I was younger, but I would want them to hang around with these guys. They're all good role models.
How great was it, you have a guy like Tavion, makes the progression to the next step, and a guy that was here the whole time. And, he really gave everything he had to Marshall, and is now, moving on to bigger and better things.
Well, you know what? That's what this program is doing now. I think that if I've done anything, we've really got them loyal to our school, and if you ask them, they're going to say, "I'm a Marshall guy. I'm a Herd guy." And we had John Elmore was back here at practice the other day. Jared West was here in the summer with them. Tavion, when he was off, came back and played with him. Penova came overseas, came in, and was at practices. Ryan Taylor's working for us. Justin Edmonds has come back to get his master's, and he's out there on the floor. That's being a little bit what we haven't done at Marshall. We've never been consistent. We've always jumped. We've never let that culture and that everybody feeding off each other grow, because we've always changed it up. A good example might be, and not throwing off on them, but if you look at the Coastal quarterback who, for 2 years dominated our league, and this year's struggling because they bring in a new system, new operation. It's hard. And to develop chemistry and to be able to develop a culture that stays here, you have to have consistency in the leadership. And we've struggled a little bit with that at Marshall, but hopefully I can get a few more in me, and we stabilize this, and the next guy in beats anything we ever did, beats our records, and Marshall basketball flourishes.
You touched on leadership, and of course you had Tavion on the floor for years and Andy. Is it too early to see who that leader might be this year, or as you said, is it a different?
Well, I think Cam's going to be one of them for sure. There's some for sure, but we have three portal guys that you don't know where they're going to measure up. I think Jacob Connor is going to step up into that role a lot. Obina, he's not quite the vocal leader maybe, but he is a silent leader that shows you through work ethic and how he lives his life and how disciplined he is coming in to practice. All these guys get into the arena now. If you don't support them, it's not because they haven't done the work to get you to do that. You should be all for these guys because they come in this arena, they shoot, they play, they get together. We've run a 5K run with the veterans at the airport. We ran it as a team. We've done a lot of different community work to where they get into the community. Last year we ran Run with the Herd that they did a film that I thought they were all actors. They might be good actors, but they did a film, and we sent it to every 8th grade in the state. And at the end of the year, they were talking about setting goals, how to be a strong leader and a person. And there are 5 things from SCORE, like setting goals, commitment, all the way down through SCORE, be optimal. Uh, and they put that film out. They visited 15 or 20 schools at the end of the year, had 200 kids come to the last game, and 8th graders put their hands out. They ran through that, sent that back, said we did everything to SCORE with them run with the herd. So they do a lot of that. We went down to the Taco Festival. They were down there. They'll be down there for the Chili Fest. And, so there's nothing, you can sit here and say, well, we lost all this leadership and beat Bluebird. I don't live my life like that. We're going to win it all. We're going to win the championship, NCAA title. And we'll handle what happens, I'm not a fearful guy, When I start running, I'm running for the tape. I'm not looking around to see what you're doing. I'm going to run for the tape as fast as I can run it. And I think these guys are like that. We have a good staff that's back, Corny and Mark, and we added Adam here last year, and now we got Justin, and I got Ryan Taylor, who played for us, who's helping, and Neil Skaggs does a great job of keeping the basketball operations part going, and GAs are. Listen, I've got the greatest job in the world because they make it easy for me, and they do a heck of a job. I'm happy to be here. I hope we have those sellout crowds that we had last year at the end of the year. We want to finish up stronger, obviously, than we did last year. I think we can, and it's just a matter of playing the right game at the right time, and you got to be a little bit lucky, Got to be a little bit lucky. There's a lot of teams that go up and down. But we think we're going to be around when it comes time to hoist that trophy. They'll have to reckon with us. Is that all y'all want from me? I could tell you a story or two. Go ahead.
Cam, how excited are you? Let's just start there.
Yeah, 5th season, still got some energy. It was exciting to be out there. First practice is always a million miles an hour, no matter if you're a freshman, 5th year. So it's exciting to be out there, knowing it's a work in progress, knowing that you're just gonna go out there and compete every day, and you'll get to your goals if you do that just consistently, positive attitude. So that's what we're doing.
What challenge would it be, you think, this year?
What's that?
What do you think the challenge will be for this season?
Yeah, adding 3 transfers, I think we've done a good job of playing in the summer on our own, working out with each other, building chemistry. I think this team really likes each other. We're always around each other. We're on the weekends, we're always doing stuff with each other. If there's football games on Saturday, we're always at football games on Saturday. So the camaraderie, I don't think will be an issue. But that's one thing I would point to where you got to get reps in with certain guys. So I think that'll come along, and once we get there, get through some more practices, I think we'll see the bigger picture a lot better.
Do you relish the opportunity to become one of the leaders of this team?
Yeah, I think last year, obviously, I played with some great players, and I think this year I was excited just to see what I could do as someone that steps up into an even bigger role. I like challenges. I'm the type of person that takes them head on. I've always been that way. Kind of like Dan said, you're running for the tape. Don't worry about what no one else thinks, what anyone else is doing. You got to take life head on, square, and go for it. And that's what we're going to do, and that's how I feel like I need to step up.
Do you reflect at all on how last year ended, or just is that page turned completely?
Well, I think there's always lessons you can learn. I think, we gave it all, and, that team that we lost to, they made 5 straight threes, and they were one of the worst shooting teams in the country. Our game plan wasn't to let them shoot the ball. We certainly contested, and they certainly made some shots. But just to know that the ball couldn't bounce your way that easily, and you can't leave stuff up to chance like that, it's a very tough way to lose. It's very heartbreaking. And you just got to carry that same focus and determination in the next year and know that something like that could happen, and you don't want to leave it up to chance. It's like, when I watch combat sports, don't leave it up to the judges, Just go ahead and knock them out, so.
Cam, now he's sitting right there, but, under Coach D'Antoni, how's he helped evolve your game at the collegiate level?
I think giving me kind of the freedom to explore in what ways can I be involved, in what ways can I score, in what ways can I do it on the ball, off the ball, just being creative in my skill development. I think, when I came here out of the transfer portal, it was like, all right, we're doing offhand finishes and make sure you get to your step back. And it's stuff that not that many coaches in the country will really encourage you to do on your own and in a live setting, before like preparing for games. A lot of coaches keep it very basic and simple, and everything's one set way. I want it my way. And Dan's not like that. He's going to let you explore. And it shows on the court with how creative it gets. Teams have a hard time guarding players that, they go fast and they're creative and they know how to play with each other. And next thing you know, there might be a lob, might be a deep three. You just don't know. So.
Outside of Thursday, you saw it last year, and it seemed to be just a bonkers a night. And certainly, as much as community events you guys are involved in, it's nice give and take to be outside and do something not only anyone else does in the country.
Yeah, I think especially for the team to see the support that we have at Marshall. I was kind of surprised with how many people showed up last year, how nice it was. So definitely thanks to Spears and people for that. But definitely seeing how we can interact with the community, how much support we have. Also, we have a platform to inspire younger people. We see how happy other kids get. I know they come to me after games, and I personally, I'm 6 foot, not as athletic as everyone else. So I feel like it's on me to inspire other kids. Like, you can do it too, and just seeing that out of other kids and how passionate even the adult fans are is very good for the team as well.
Coach kind of talked about the atmosphere at things like football, volleyball, soccer. Towards the end of last year, when the sellout started to happen here at the Henderson Center, just how fun of an environment is that to play in, and have you seen that growing since you've come to Marshall?
Yeah, I definitely saw that change from non-conference to conference. I think when we started to realize our potential a little more, and other people saw that, I think, the way we get on runs, the way we play, how fast we are, I think it's exciting to watch. And the sellouts are definitely very, very exciting for the players. I think, before games when we're like, yeah, we see it on Twitter, like, it's sold out, like, we're ready, like, let's go put a hurting on the team, So we're hoping for, more and hopefully earlier this year. That'd be exciting. We're still going to play the same exciting brand of basketball, so we're still going to bring that and bring the energy no matter what. But, a couple more thousand fans would definitely help that. All right.
Thanks, sir.